Hi, well this is Vinted Tips number 7 video, I think we're on 7, and this is actually more about clarifying some of the things I said in the last video. I mentioned about postage and telling your buyers which methods of postage you'd prefer not to use. What I actually should have said is go into your settings, and if there's a method of postage you don't want to use, go into your settings and remove it from Vinted. I think when a lot of buyers set up on Vinted, they think they'll just offer everything because that's more appealing to buyers, and then realise that some of the selling methods, some of the postage methods are actually not that convenient for them. So change those settings first, and then in your details, in your description, maybe mention that you don't use a particular method of postage, like say InPost. You may hear an awful lot of horror stories about InPost, about Every, and up until recently I haven't really had any problems with either, but I am currently having a problem with a parcel from InPost which just seems to have disappeared into the ether, and unfortunately was a Christmas present that I'm now not going to get in time. I've had a few problems with Every this month, but have eventually got my parcels. So you do take your chances with any method, even Royal Mail, and obviously at the moment with Royal Mail there is the added issue of the strikes, and sometimes unless you're really careful about picking the right option of parcel size for Royal Mail, sometimes you don't get the full amount of postage for your Royal Mail parcels from Vinted, so you need to be careful on that, and sometimes you might take a small hit on that. The other thing I was going to clarify was about being a kind seller or a considerate seller, and that is, as I said, treat people the way you wish to be treated. I think some people set up on Vinted and then they realise actually it's a lot of hassle for them to sell when they've got a job, they've got a family and all those other things. And so instead of just removing themselves from the platform, they just treat people who want to buy off them really badly. They don't respond to bundle requests, or they wait weeks and weeks before they do respond. They don't send things within the time frame that they're allowed, and Vinted gives you a good time frame to get things sent out. So that's just really messing people about, and if you do mess people about, you're going to get bad reviews, and eventually people are going to pick up on that and they're going to stop buying from you. So be considerate if you want to stay on the Vinted platform, and if you don't, then just remove yourself.